afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast. Me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Off here to a 1 vs 1 on Rechnaya Pereprava. In the north, it is PFC fighting for America, freedom, democracy. The 1st Infantry in the south, it is Stuber fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the Panzerdivision with German Infantry versus PFC's Infantry. We got triple empty bullets there for both sides. We got an MG42 start there for Stuve. A rifle start for PFC, and as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button so you're more likely to get videos from me. And of course, if you wish to support the Propagandacast, you can also donate or pledge on Patreon. Every dollar allows me to keep doing this day after day, so do consider. Anyways, Canadians there following up for Stuve. More rifle there for PFC. We got early sandbags up here right next to his car phone, right next to his base, making it harder for Stuve to say focus on lockdown here, the machine gun, or anything otherwise naughty. Heading eastwards to the fuel point there, with Stuve heading westwards as Pioneers leading the way bravely through this brownish landscape. MG42 at the carve point, going to be heading southeast, so we're going to be seeing a slightly aggressive capping order as well from Stuve. Second rifle scored out there for PFC and Democracy against the might of the Panzerdivision, a sort of, shall I say, built elite division. Basically what they did is they took a lot of, well, training units across, Germany and the Reich, and sort of took a lot of the instructors and such and formed an elite division that way, sort of with a lot of veterans already built into it, plus they gave it a lot of good equipment. For example, it's one of the few Panzer divisions to actually have all of its Panzer Grenadier battalions equipped with armoured half-tracks, though they did not last long before they quickly lost them in Normandy. Second Grenadier squad there for Stuve, right about done, and we can see the PFC is going straight for the car and they're looking to disrupt him. We've got the MG42 ready to react here. Riflemen quickly falling back as they don't really want to get shot down. There we go. Almost made out. The Grenadiers was right near on the other side. More Grenadiers moving to support here. Of North, could see a clash between the Pioneers and the Riflemen there. And there go Riflemen close to the Grenadiers, but the other squad they should tight things over here for Stuve. Northern victory point seized. Riflemen in there. And there you go, Rifle engaged. Going to make a run here for the house there. MG42 there. Moving northwards. Going to need to support those Pioneers. Meanwhile, Grenadiers making way there through the retreat of the Riflemen there in the south to push for the centre victory point and back up there. MG42 moving up to engage the Riflemen there, caught on the wrong side of the sandbags for sure. They were not anticipating that, and there you go, they're going to get suppressed. Pioneers can then sort of close in once they're suppressed and force them out. Riflemen moving in here from the other side. Machine of course quickly turn around to deal with that, maybe set up around there. Third Grenadier squad out for Stuve. I imagine here PFC is taking up. Yeah, we go. Platoon command post for PFC and Democracy. Stuve is certainly finding all over the place in the south. Here we got another engagement about to happen there. Rearstance though versus Grenadiers. Most of the Rearstance can probably stall against the Grenadiers here. MG42 needs to set up support, and we can see here that PFC is doing its best to keep the Riflemen out of the fire of the MG42 at least, unless they get into heavy cover. More Grenadiers around the Riflemen I think will ultimately go down. There's simply too many Germans here, at most they can buy a bit of time. Platoon command post should soon be done, in which case I imagine we're seeing either some fast light vehicles or some 50 calibers there to put pressure on Stuve with. Rifle going for deep flank at the MG42. We got Pioneers went to intercept themselves. They try and block. Rifle squad almost taken out. There you go. Lieutenant ready. Intense fighting in. There you go. Flamethrowers on the way as well for Stuve. Increasing the firepower's got to bring to bear here versus PFC in the early game. And they scored down south. Continues to fight versus the Rearstance. And there's a small chance to actually lose that, though it is small. It could happen. Rifle squad routed here. In the end, the MG42 was able to sort of hold the line and stop PFC's infantry moving in there. Going for the car phone. Of course, got the Lieutenant, which can make use of the heavy cover there. And due to the way the machine gun's position, he can't make use of the sandbags himself, so that's a bit of a clever setup there by PFC. Troops reinforcing, he's going to need an ambulance soon, and we got Stuber there with a 250 half-track. He liked to shoot some Panzerwagen, usually part of a Panzer Division's armoured reconnaissance Abteilung, usually part of the battalion there for the Panzer Grenadiers. That was sort of part of the reconnaissance. Though usually, while they were technically sort of part of the scouting unit, they were effectively just another Panzer Grenadier battalion sort of meant to support other elements. So, basically acting as support for the armoured cars. In many cases, they just found themselves fighting as another unit of Panzer Grenadiers. 250 half-takes should all be used elsewhere, like regular Panzer divisions, but that was that. By the end of the war, they'd actually stopped using the 250 half-track as an armoured reconnaissance unit, or half-track there for this. In fact, it was basically converted all to armoured cars. They'd also used the 250 on half-track in the armoured reconnaissance battalion as well there. Grenadiers there being almost swapped up. Rifleman hit off here against the Rifleman. Ooh, close one there for Stuve, but not quite. Rifleman planking the MG42 there. No grenades, so they can't easily wipe it here, which would be great there against Stuve. Still, should be able to force it away. 250 after the engagement of parties against the Lieutenant, who has no anti-tank weapons, and so it's an easy route here. Love to see how PFC reacts to this mechanized menace from the German army. As the Lieutenant is forced to retreat through a lot of fire and a lot of bullets. From this being around the rifleman, could see a wipe here against Stuber if he's a bit unlucky. And again, if he isn't, they will of course make it. Oh, they didn't. Got the cutoff point there. Troops reinforcing. Got the mechanized command post there being upgraded for PFC. He's going to probably go for the Stuart Lightning. He could go for the M20, but I feel like the Stuart might be more sensible there. Note he quickly popped the defensive mode there to basically decrease the efficiency of an anti-tank rifle grenade. Troops reinforcing. Do we get any bazookas? Yes, indeed. And there you go, mechanized command post ready. Still a bit to go there before the Stuart light tank, but so far, Stuart here is making sure to lead the engagement versus PFC. He is playing aggressively, which is really what you need to do as the Wehrmacht at the moment. If you try to play slow and defensively, you will lose. That is very much the case. Flamethrowers, of course, make it harder to use the heavy cover there. But of course, the bazooka should help just a tad there for PFC and the 1st Infantry. There we go. Straight ahead into the bazooka, takes some nasty hits. Might have a small chance to finish it off, and there you go. The half-tack finally goes down. Still, Stuber was able to disrupt PFC somewhat with it. Though one might argue that it was in the end worth it, and he perhaps should have pulled back there sooner. Stuber lighting away from PFC. Stuber there has actually now suffered some significant casualties. Only just 2 grenades to pioneer, and an MG42 versus a lot of infantry. Of course, he still has a significant momentum on the battlefield, which PFC will struggle to push back against. More grenadiers there for Stuve, not take Panzer Grenadiers and Stormtroopers. Yeah, not a huge fan of that. I would recommend Panzer Grenadiers here, something else, but there we are. Medic bunker up, like to make a nice company up. Probably going to go for a Pack 40, at least he will be once the Stuart hits him. Northern Field then being seized, PFC going aggressively, laying down sandbags as well as he can, trying to prepare for the inevitable counterattack here from Stuve and his merry band of krauts. Ambulance filling up this one for PFC. From the southern field point, they're very good. I imagine we'll also be soon. Yeah, veteran squad is there happening for Stuve and the Panzerlehr Panzerdivision soon enough. An overall very solid upgrade for the Grenadiers. Now just needs to reinforce them. We'll have to see if PFC there lays down any mines for his riflemen, since of course they can also do that, but so far there's no sign. There you go, Grenadiers here by the southern field point engaged. We got Helmut there with the Panzerfaust down in the engine, buying himself some more time. More troops healing reinforcing. We'll have to see what PFC goes for next. Point there being seized. But yeah, next moment I think is going to be there a Pack 40 for Stuber, the Panzerabwehr 41. To put a stop there to PFC's armoured adventures. Going for the centre victory point, McGunn is moving eastwards. Oh, catching the vehicle crew there, sneaky move there by Stuber. Had it pulled off there, of course he would have stolen the Stuart there from PFC, and that would have left PFC in a very bad spot. But there you go. Still he's managed to Panzerfaust it, slowing down its overall battlefield presence and giving him more time to get out Pack 40. Going for the points up north. Greatness versus the retreating Grenadiers. We've got more Grenadiers moving in. Mines was up as well there for PFC. He's obviously worried about Stuber laying down mines to blow up his Stuart. Certainly a very sensible concern. There you go, Pack 40 on the way. M20 for PFC. That's an interesting move to go for that. Now I would have figured maybe a 50 caliber and then taking up faster, but he commits an M20 now. Interesting. Pack 40 halfway down there for Stuber. Bit of quiet here and there. Good time moving back close to Veterans 1. Mines up there from PFC, very good. Stuart once more mobilised, and we got here some reinforcements. 20 halfway done. And there we go, riflemen with brown light machine guns, of course increasing the firepower of the riflemen significantly here. Though, of course, not enough to help them as an MG42 to get flanked by, which is exactly what's happening there. Good so there, but Stuber going to bring up to threaten Stuart again once more with a Panzerfaust, but in this case the Stuart prevents moving ahead, and there you go, comes moving from the other side. Still, good defense there by Stuber. Nicely positioned to break up and sort there from PFC. There you go, M20 up from PFC. We'll have to see how Stuber responds to that, since that is nonetheless a bit of a surprise move. They're being assaulted by the Stuart. Oh, the M20. We got armored skirts in the way there. Troops are being hammered by the Incendiary armor piercing rounds. Good aggressive use of that, and there you go. More Panzerfaust being unleashed here against PFC and Democracy. Need to fix up the M20 again. Bit of them in the south here. March around threaten Stuber's car point. Not a bad idea at all. And another Pack 40 here for Stuber. An interesting pick there. Interesting pick. Not what I'd expect. Guess he's really worried about the PFC's armor. And there goes Stuart light tank goes down, taking up the Pack 40. And with that one out of the picture, Stuber goes, you know what? I'm going to bring up another machine gun instead. Which I think is a very valid read of the situation. Good flank here though by PFC. Disrupts Stuber fuel income. That's rather than multiple pumps also pressed by the MD-42. You might want to consider mortar. Probably not a mortar half track. He doesn't have, I think, enough fuel to really make that work. But a mortar could be helpful there versus all of Stuber's machine guns. Giving his infantry more freedom of movement, which of course would allow him to bring the light machine guns more easily to bear versus Stuber. And the Panzer there, Panzer Division. Following up with a 222 now. It's interesting. I would have figured, you know, tech. But instead he's coming to 222. I mean, you could also go for the 251 to provide the reinforcement of his troops to the front line, and theoretically mines, but no. And what is this? He actually goes to the mortar half track. Wow, this match is definitely not going where I'd expected to. Rather than taking heavy damage, he retreats to in that already low in health, and of course Stube's just putting down more and more pressure. Force to fall back here, mortar after going up there, the M21. So that is a very interesting pick. Stuber, by the way, has yet to take up. And he should be doing that soon. PFC obviously need to be careful of the mortar after. Get too quickly, you know, assault it and take it out. Roughing it off. Ooh, does really a lot. Pioneers right there. And he's trying to do something. There we go. Good mortar hit from the half track. Pushing down to less than half health. Machine gun opening up, more traffic could begin bombarding. Could you consider white phosphorus there to just flash them out? But no, we got the regular move out there from PFC's M21 mortar half track as Stuber launches another assault on the car point. He wants it, no matter the cost. And there you go. Pushes away the Ralph squad. We got more moving in there. More traffic there getting bombarded. Oh, almost got the machine gun. Nah, probably not going to take out the Grenadiers with a chip, but he could take out the machine gun, which would be quite a harsh blow there to Stuve and the Panzer Panzer. There you go, the machine gun goes down. The two could also risk getting hit by anti-tank rifle grenades, but does keep safe still. The machine gun there in PFC's hands will be a big gain for the German, or the Americans, not a gain for the Germans. Good God, anything but. Stuve has still yet to take up. Definitely should be doing that soon here versus PFC. And some elite infantry, I think, could also be an idea. Some stormtroopers or some panzer grenadiers. Got the captain out here for PFC, so indicating he's not believing he's going to be able to push out for a fast tank anyway, so he's going to go for anti-tank guns. Stuber Ballet is finally taking up, very good. Versus saying German, sehr good. Got the M1 there. Mortar after moving ahead here for PFC. Ready to provide an explosive delivery to the Germans. Going to move about there, 2 kills, right into 1. Machine gun moving up to flank here. Going to be a problem there for PFC's riflemen. 3 kills on the mortar after so far, half each, right into 1. We'll obviously we'll begin bombarding. Nothing particularly impressive. Close one there, grabbing the northern victory point, forcing Stuber to react, and the south he's about to threaten the fuel pump, but he's not quite making the final step there. He can build the support point, definitely should be doing that soon. Howitzer's ready, though I'm not entirely sure. In fact, I don't think it's a good move there for PFC. I think he should be trying to push for tanks next. Pioneers on the way there for Stuber. So a couple of repairs and probably also just allow him to keep the other pioneers at the front line and then build the spawner core. Rifleman Lieutenant moving ahead, back up the rear, since almost taking out. Pack 40 also falling back as the entire western quadrant is falling under American control. This one machine gun trying to slow it down, but that's about it. More traffic to come up to support here. But it's so far remaining a bit in reserve. Around the northern fuel pony with the captain. flanking the south, encountering severe American resistance there. But he is grounding the southern fuel point at the release. Very good, very good. 443 versus 365. Troops almost taken out. MD42 there, hosing away. So Paul McCall halfway down there for Stuve. He can go straight into the Panzer IV. He could go for an Ostwind here. I mean, considering in particular that PFC is not taking up fast and delivering on resources, an Ostwind here could be a particularly potent choice versus PFC. Though admittedly he could stick to a more conventional Panzer IV choice. Ground the northern fuel point there. Gonna do some rep support backed up with MD42 there. Go. He had incendiary optimism set up, but sadly not enough line of sight to make much of it. But still, he can maybe get in a few shots. Maybe, yeah. In the end, not quite working out there for Stuber. Gonna use the rifle grenade, and then charges in there, and there we go. PFC retreats. Jurgen drops there in the centre. In the southeast here, we got a big sweep there with PFC to claim up all of that from the Krauts. Tag up for PFC. Stuber is done. We'll have to see again what he goes for. I mean, timing wise and all that, Panzer IV would probably be the safe choice, but an Ostwind could, I think, also be a good choice. I mean, there's still a lot of infantry and light vehicles, so an Ostwind could still, if well handled and supported, be a powerful choice there for Stuber. But we'll see, we'll see. Great, and then 20 almost guarding, in fact. Go and send the armor piercing rounds again here from Stuber's machine and gewehr. Very good. And we do get a flak panzer there for Stuber. We do get the flak panzer. More traffic hammering down. We got veterans 1 there, 4 kills. Still not much in terms of white phosphorus. Rather than the south there. Note the mines there from PFC. Very good. Thumbs up. Machine gun pushed out. Rounding with the grenadiers here in the south as well. We've got the 2 moving up. Half 8 of it's in 2 there. And the flak panzers almost ready there for Stuve and the Panzer der Panzerdivision. Captain suppressed. And there you go. Ostwind flak panzer out for Stuve. MD42 there, and these was the lieutenant. Captain there pinned down, can't advance. Begging for assistance. Trying to move up, got this 2 Ostwind moving up for the south. Could threaten a lot of PFC stuff here. There you go, Ralph caught in a pretty bad spot there. Quickly taking a lot of the damage there from the flak panzer. Support anti-tank repositioning. Could actually be caught off guard here by the flak panzer though. There we go. Small chance here of Stuve actually taking out the anti-tank with his flak panzer. Got 1 kill there already. 3 kills so far, very swiftly. North side though collapsing under PFC sheer weight. He's still some time away from a tank. In fact, he's coming to another anti-tank gun here to try and deal with the Ostwind. Stuve, of course, very quick to shift the Ostwind to the other side, so it does become easy for PFC just to pin him down with his anti-tank guns. That is a very good move, I think, there by Stuve. Also got some fighting on the southern fuel point again in between Stuve and PFC. Now we go to the flak panzer going for lieutenant, forcing a quick retreat there. And the entire northern push here from PFC collapses like a wet sponge cake. Gunny's moving up here, quick panzer fast down the M20. MD42 there. Nice blocking position against infantry, but also against the flak panzer. They could actually end up getting wiped there if it's not fast enough to retreat. There you go. Already down to just 2 men, low on health. There we go. That's going to be a wipe, I think. Yup. Good kill there for Stuve. 5 kills in the flak panzer so far. And we got artillery called in the major. He's really lining up for a big push into the south, except that's not really where most of Stuve's forces are. Going back, machine gun right, and they're trying to cross the stream there while under fire from the flak panzer. That definitely seems a bit on the reckless side. And there you go, 7 kills in the flak panzer, almost Rections 1 there already. PFC's infantry advance here is encountering painful resistance from Stuve and the Panzer der Panzerdivision here. Slightly positioned gun is moving through the centre here. Panzerfaust on the M20 might try and go for it and destroy it. Good hit from the anti-tank in there, but still, M22 making support as well here. More tactic could also be in trouble here, to be honest. Almost got the M20. There you go, popping smoke. Instead leaving the mortar after it explodes. There he goes, still gets them 20 by tank ground there. Oh, damaged engine from the rifle grenade here. A lot of action going on here. Flak Panzer veterans who won 8 kills. Major very low on health. And the Major is gone. A small tactical win there for Stuber. Not a big one though. Grenades trying to come into support here. Flak Panzer could go down to an anti-tank rifle grenade. Also got the anti-tank that's moving in there. M20 crew is accidentally about there. Can Stuve save the Flak Panzer? Or is it the end for it? Got a Pioneer counter-attack. They're both wielding flamethrowers. Clearly not too worried about the PFC's mines. And there you go. Ram there suppressed by the MD42. Seeing the anti-tank trying to move up here to avoid it. Oh, he stops up in front of it. Oh, and the Flak Panzer goes down in the end. Still, it did, I think, do a good job here for Stuve. Sherman away there for PFC. He's going to need a Panzer IV from Stugs. Machine gun just standing in the middle of the damn stream. Brutal exchange of their violence between the two sides. Sherman halfway down the PFC. Going for the anti-tank with the Pioneer, hoping to avenge the destroyed Flak Panzer. Back at base. We're not seeing it here for, no, thank God. So Palmer Call just need to do some stuff here, and there you go. Panzer IV, no, cancels it. Oh, he goes for the Panzer IV after all. Apparently couldn't make up his mind. So apparently the ambulance went down at some point. Interesting. Guess I missed that. Lay Sherman out. Bring in some tanks. Then the South Pioneers are being bludgeoned to death here by the M20. Northern Assault encountering. They're going to lose there. The veterans court are the ones. We'll need some support though to really evict the Americans again from the Northern Victory Point. Going for the M20, we've got anti-tanks, they're setting up ready to clear it out, but Stuber sees through it. Sherman rolling ahead, they note high explosive rounds, so you can quickly deal with the infantry. It does leave them slightly more vulnerable to the Panzer IV, depending on how quickly Stuber strikes at it. Rifle Lieutenant Rata there, we got 329 with 313, so far both sides are pretty close to each other. In fact, the PFC has a larger force here than Stuber. Certainly more infantry. Though of course Stuve has more machine guns. But there you go, Panzer going for the flank on the Sherman. Bold aggressive push, there we go. Oh, he misses! Damn it. But there you go, Pack 4 Lancer Grade hit, now being sandwiched between the Panzer and the Pack 4. The Sherman is a much tighter spot here. Anti-tank nearby, not quite enough. And the captain there almost gets cut to ribbons. Only one man managed to escape the ensuing chaos, and up north, Brampton halted again here by an MD42 from Stuve, the ace level MD42. Very strong defensive backbone there, or anchor point. In the south, Bazooka reasons being assaulted by the Pioneers. I think it's going to be a very short engagement, and PFC very much sees that as one, just hits the retreat button to avoid throwing away otherwise valued personnel against the crouching needless fights. Sherman being slowly repaired, still some time away from another one. Stuber's fuel harassment is starting to become more effective, which makes it much harder for PFC to bring up more tanks against him. Another Pack 40 there. He's going for tier 4. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that, but there we are. Ooh, what is this? We actually got the delayed fuse barrages. Might have been a misclick. I figure White Fox there makes more sense, but here we are. Oh, Lieutenant getting blasted by the Panzer IV. Dealing with the 2-2 in the south. And M14 when the low rifle scored. 329 was the 245. Troops still reinforcing. Sherman almost fixed up here for PFC. Rifle moving ahead. Close to getting a wipe on the rifle, not quite. The M20 also backs off. And we got the anti-tank is being hauled forwards. Stuber is theoretically closer to fragmentation bomb, so also something he needs to be mindful of. I mean, he should be aware that Stuber has gone for German infantry, meaning fragmentation bombs are a possibility there if Stuber is paying attention. And could land PFC in a really hot spot of water if he's not cautious. Fixing up the M20. Interesting moving about, Sherman moving about. 2-2 moving in. And clearing out the M20 crew, a staggering hit there against PFC and the 1st Infantry. Sherman trying to hit those high explosive rounds. It's going to be less effective as the 2-2 is still doing damage. I think there's a tiny chance to get bounced, but not very big. Back 90 beat. Just there you go. Catching both and takes over the fragmentation bombing run though. Oh, Scheiße. Panther charging in here. Got one entertaining crew down. Sherman there. Still flying high close rounds. Panther down to half over. Got the double pack 40 up there. And they're now stunned Sherman. Need to retreat. Throwing smoke out here. Almost costing him this Sherman, but does get away there. Close quarters engagement between PFC and Stuve. Brutal fighting here. He can soon go for another Sherman, but he might lose the first one here to Panthervaz if he's not cautious. And there you go, Panthervaz's going to go for it. Stuart's feeling emboldened. Mortar after it goes down. And with that, the Sherman also combusts. Leaving Stuber now with a decisive armor advantage and force advantage over Papio Daniels. And to tank crew there wiped out. M20 by the way, still he's able to be grabbed for Stuve. And things seem to be spiraling out of control here for PFC. And there you go, PFC surrenders. A loss for America, a loss for freedom and democracy. Bit of a shorter fight, but I thought it was nonetheless interesting. With some good moves from both players. But the end, Stuve just had a bit more aggressive panache there. And I really like the use of the Osprey there. Again, the only real major mistake, I feel like he's just gone for more armor rather than trying for tier 4 there. Also, Storms with the Panther this thing would also be a good option. PFC, I think, should make more use of mines, and also I think some more flanks against Stu. But I would say Stu was quite good at sort of keeping the situation on his control, and that's in his favour. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell your friends, tell your family, but not your enemies. This is Imperial Links and Cheese, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.